If we talk about autonomy, it means freedom, independence, like on its own, no human interference. So freedom in action selection and not freedom from goals. This is very important. This is very important. See, AI agents, they cannot decide the goal. Autonomy is not freedom from goals. Goals, though, it will be decided by the user or the system. Autonomy is freedom in action. So AI agent has the freedom of choosing the plan. Okay, this goal needs to be achieved. AI agents can make a plan. They can execute task to achieve that goal. So autonomy is the freedom in action selection and not freedom from goals. So the agent choose how to act. The agent decides when to act, and agent adapts based on outcomes. So the key idea is, if we talk about autonomy, it's about self-directed decision making towards a defined objective. So objective is already defined, and agent will be on its own. It will be acting. It will be taking decisions to achieve that defined objective. And what autonomy does not mean is, it does not mean no constraints, rules, or oversight. So this is very important. With AI agents, we define constraints, we define rules, we define oversight also, so that agent can't do something very like harmful for the user. Like, let us suppose, if you give agent full freedom, and if agent can access your account, then it can just wipe out all the balance. It can do that. So if we set constraint that, okay, agent cannot withdraw or do a transaction of more than like $1,000, for example. So this constraint is, we call it guardrails. So guardrails are very important. The constraints we have to apply. So autonomy does not mean that, okay, agent is free, it can do whatever it wants. Agent is subject to constraints. Agent is subject to rules, and agent is subject to oversight. Humans are always watching the behavior, the actions of agent. So transparency is there. Autonomy does not mean no alignment with the goal. Agents can never be free from the goal, and agents can never be free from human involvement. For an AI agent, human involvement will always be there, and alignment with the goal will always be there. So autonomy does not mean freedom from goal. Autonomy does not mean freedom from human involvement. And operate, like, autonomy does not mean operate without guardrails or monitoring. So it's very clear that, okay, if I talk about AI agent, it is autonomous. Autonomous meaning to say that for a particular objective, the goal to be achieved, it can make the plan, action plan, it can perform the actions, and based on the outcomes, it can reflect, it will evaluate the output, it will adapt. That agents can do. But autonomous agents, they are subject to constraints, rules, oversight, monitoring, guardrails. They are always uh, sticked with goal. They have to be aligned with the goal, and they cannot be free from humans. Human involvement will always be there. So the idea is that an autonomous agent, they operates within established boundaries. They are goal aligned, and they can be monitored, corrected, or even stopped. So very important discussion we made. So the moral is that autonomy is not equal to anarchy. Autonomy here, it is guided and constrained freedom. So autonomous agents, they enjoy freedom in action selection. That's it. But that freedom in action selection, that is also guided and constrained.